Hello, welcome to the Amber Shows. It's a hot one today. Oh my God, it's scorching. Happy Monday. Okay, let's get right down to our entertainment and news so I could get out of this heat. All right, first off, you heard about the Mexican drug lord, El Chapo. It stands for Shorty in Spanish. He's the largest heroin dealer in the United States, and his notoriety is known because he had escaped one time in the year 2000 and was on the lam till 2014 when he got caught. Now, in that time when he escaped in a laundry basket. Now he's escaped again. They said he tunneled his way through the prison in Mexico, and he's on the loose. So here's another escapee, but this guy knows how to escape, and he's filthy, filthy rich. He used his cartel and built his cartel right from prison with no problem. He still had his life going on and was still making money. So he's out. They have stopped the airlines from flying out of the city, but in one of the cities that the prison is in, but he's got plenty of money, so he's probably gone, no telling. But now look, Donald Trump, he contacted the FBI because Donald Trump said that somebody contacted him and on his Twitter and said that, I quote, he said, "Keep fucking around and we're gonna make you swallow your words." And they wrote it in Spanish, and he thinks it may be El Chapo's relative or son, because Donald Trump is the one who was going around saying that's one of his things that he's saying that he'll do if he becomes president, is stop illegal aliens from coming into this country, because he said he also said that he's not going to back down from the threat that he got, but he does have the FBI investigating it. He says he believes Mexicans come to this country raping, robbing, and selling drugs, and that he is fighting for our country. So El Chapo Shorty is on the loose. He was on the loose for almost 14 years before. Let's see if he can pull it off again. All right, now 50 Cent filed for bankruptcy today. Rick Ross's ex had sued him for $5 million just recently for posting some naked pictures of her on Instagram. And then also a guy won $17.5 million in a settlement against him recently for infringement problems, where he believed that 50 had stole his ideas regarding those headphones that he had. So now, just last week, the New York Times had a big story on how powerful and how smart of a businessman 50 Cent is, and also Forbes magazine this year had him as number 4 of the richest hip-hop artists in the United States. So, and his worth was supposed to be $150 million. Now, bankruptcy is the best asset protection strategy America has to offer. And I think this is exactly what 50 did, because 50 is not broke by any means. They had all kind of little funny tweets of people giving replies like, 50 doesn't have change for a quarter and things like that. It's not true. 50 is not going to pay Rick Ross's ex-girlfriend $5 million. He's got lawyers up the gazoo. They sat down with him. He knows exactly what he was doing. He wasn't giving that man $17 million for those headphone beats either. So 50, he probably has moved his money somewhere, legally, how his lawyers showed him to do it. He's really close to his grandparents. All the assets could be there. He could move his money offshore into legal accounts in other countries and in islands and things like that. 50 is not broke. He is strategic. He's a powerful businessman, and he was not about to make nobodies rich off of him. Tracy Morgan was just seen driving a silver Lambo, yep, on 5th Avenue in New York City on Saturday. somebody recognized him. He did a thumbs up and a smile and made a peace sign. So, and they said that he looked just like the old Tracy Morgan. So hopefully he's back in the game and will be back having television appearances and movie appearances soon. I'm glad to hear that he's doing well. Also, Lil Wayne at his concert, some people who were in the VIP booth above the stage threw water on him, and they were Birdman's entourage. He believes that that happened from Birdman's entourage because of the beef that they have going on, where he's trying to get out of his contract with Birdman. Also, Scott Disick from Keeping Up with the Kardashians, he has said that you can cut him out of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. He doesn't care, that he will still get money. I know he was under their thumb for a long time, on their payroll, had to do whatever they wanted them to do, like he was their puppet. And now that I had mentioned this before, that his parents died, they did leave him quite a bit of money, and he does his club appearances. He's making his own money now. Plus, he made money on that show. He got his own paycheck as well. So, you know, he doesn't have to live under the thumbs of them. He could just pay his child support and live his life. Cosby's wife, Camille, she's spoken out now. She said, and Cosby's longtime mistress. Cosby's mistress said that Camille knew about her all those years, and that they've been together. And she also, Camille has said that she herself knew that about the mistresses and about all the women that Cosby was sleeping with. They both agreed that Cosby was a powerfully rich man. He was one of the richest television and commercials and albums, stand-up comedy and movies out during his day, and all the women wanted to sleep with him. So both the mistress and his wife, Camille, have both come out and said that they don't believe that he had to make them take, that he did not make them, all these women, take those quaaludes, that they wanted to take them on their own. It's kind of like, you know how guys wait to get you drunk to have sex with you. So this is the kind of analogy that they used. Camille, I always thought she was smarter. I guess she knew all about the books, but nothing about the game. My mother had told me that a long time ago. Just because you're real smart in the books and education-wise, and then if something happened where nothing you could do, you could not get a job, all jobs were taken away in the field that you were educated in, you would turn out to be homeless because you don't know how to hustle, make it on the street. You don't know, you're not street-minded, street-wise. And maybe that's what's happening with Camille, because she does have a PhD, but maybe that PhD doesn't stand for being smart. Okay, Bobby Brown, congratulations. Him and his wife just had a baby girl on Saturday. They had the baby in the same hospital that Kim K and Kanye had North. His wife, Alicia, she gave birth to their second child together. Bobby has 6 children altogether. It's a bright spot for Brown, whose daughter with Whitney Houston, as you know, Bobby Christina, is still in bad shape and in a hospice in Atlanta. Benzino, you know my no-neck friend Benzino from ex-Lovin' hip-hop star. Well, he opening his new restaurant in Atlanta, it's in Marietta, and it's called the Crab Trap, Benzino's Crab Trap. It'll be opened July 19th, and they say that a pound of snow crabs legs is going for $16.99. That sounds good. 4 things for you not to do if you're in debt. 1, don't get a high interest rate or loan or credit card to pay off your debts. That's just another debt that you have right there when you do that. Only paying minimum payment on your credit cards is not a way to keep you out of debt. You get more in debt. It takes longer and longer to pay off your bill. Try and double up on your payments. Also, don't work with dishonest credit counselors who require you to pay their fees before they assist you with your debt. And also consider a debt settlement rather than bankruptcy. You can end up saving tons of money and not damaging your credit. So use bankruptcy as a last resort, unless you're 50 Cent and you're rich and you can move money around. There's no place like home. So especially for the authentic slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz. They were stolen from the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota 10 years ago. There's a $2 million reward out for them. A guy, he's in a group, a singing group over in England. He decided he didn't want to pay the $75 for extra baggage on the plane, so he put on 10 pair of pants, 6 shirts, 2 coats, 2 hats, 8 pairs of underwear, 6 pairs of socks, and got on the plane and almost died. He couldn't breathe. They would not let him go in the bathroom because he planned on taking off his clothes taking off all those clothes in the bathroom, but they wouldn't let him do it until it was time to take off. The takeoff was delayed. He ended up vomiting, almost killing himself. Kidneys almost shut down, and he's in the hospital. Remember, not Eddie Murphy. What's his name? Martin. Remember Martin did that? Martin wanted to lose weight for a role, and he put on this sweatsuit and went out in like this kind of weather and was out there running, and he almost killed himself too. Almost had kidney failure. Dehydration will kill you. That's why I'm talking fast now, so I can get out of the sun. NBA MVP winner Stephen Curry and his wife Aisha, they just had their second baby girl. So move over, baby Riley, because your daddy has a whole nother baby to bring to the press conference, unless he's going to bring 2 of them now. Congratulations. Also, 37-year-old James Pierce in North Carolina. He was illegally drag racing this weekend, killed 4 people when they were hit by watching them drag race. One of the drivers, he has been charged with 3 counts of second-degree murder after he lost control. Also charged with 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, which was the car. The second driver fled after he saw Jimmy Pierce's car collide into the people. So the second driver is being sought. Also, some odd things I wanted to talk about real quick. I call them oddities. A lady in Florida here, she was hit by a bullet on the 4th of July. She believes it may have happened. That's when she first started feeling the pain, but it wasn't really bad pain. And up until 5 days ago, she waited 5 days, and then she just went to the doctor, and they told her she had a bullet in her leg. So they believe she was probably hit by a fire instead of being firecracker. A lot of people shoot guns up in the air, which I've talked about before, which is very dangerous. You never know where that bullet's going to land. She's going to be okay. Colorado Springs family, they were very upset about a bear that was killed in their front yard. They didn't see the person who killed the bear, but it was a 400-pound bear who came up to their home a lot. Everyone knew that bear in that particular area, and he didn't really bother anyone. He was passing through, and someone actually killed him. And it's against the law to kill bears in that area, and there's a $20,000 fine when they find out who did it. A vet recently just found 62 hair bands, 8 pairs of underwear inside of a dog's belly. A Pennsylvania vet found them while he was doing a routine surgery because the owners brought the dog in because you could tell he was lethargic, he wasn't feeling well, and he was not eating. So that's why. He had 62 hair bands and 8 pairs of underwear in his stomach. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming to the Amber Shows. I'll get back to you again later. Please don't forget to give me a thumb up, and have a wonderful day. Bye.